Well, another video. You ain't gonna believe this one. I got pulled over yesterday. Believe it or not. Pulled over here in Highland Park, California. In Highland Park, we got a big kind of a gang problem out here. We got a lot of hipsters out here. We got a lot of drugs floating around, a lot of cars with dead tags and dead registrations and insurance cards. So we have a lot of that around here. And police enforcement on a lot of this stuff is pretty poor. But yesterday morning about 7 o'clock, I was on my way. Every morning I usually stop at Troy Burgers and gets, look at this guy. Just tries to go right through the stop sign. This is what I'm talking about. These guys with these trucks too, with my dick is bigger than yours, so I gotta have it 20 feet off the ground kind of attitude. There's a guy that was ready to run right through the stop sign when I pulled up. Another great example of no police enforcement around here at all. So these guys eventually develop these bad fucking driving habits. But anyway, I was cruising in my car about 6:50, about 7 o'clock in the morning, driving over to Troy Burgers like I have been for the past 5-6 months. No problem. And as I was driving this way, a cop was driving this way. Okay, he had another cop with him. I look at him as I drive by. He looks at me. I continue to keep driving. Driving 30 miles an hour in a 35, by the way. And I look in the rearview mirror, and sure enough, I see this asshole turning around. And I said, oh wow, you gotta be kidding me. This guy is not gonna come up and pull me over. I said, So I make my right turn and down on Avenue 50, and I go through the train tracks just as the trestle come down. And of course, I made it through, but the cop apparently did not make it through. So the trestle came down and the metro went right through. I roughly got about 4 blocks away as I was going up the hill. And next thing you know, I see Cherries, and he comes flying right up on me. And I said, you got to be kidding. I haven't been pulled over in quite a long time. So I said, here it comes. So as he comes driving up, I reach into this little side box, pulled out my insurance, my registration, and I opened up my wallet, and I pulled out my driver's license. And there's the same trestle we're talking about right now. Rip, right on time, about 6:55 to 7 o'clock. This is exactly what happened. I'm going on the actual same road. So I pull over, I turn off, I drop the window down, I turn off the car, and I had all 3 items in my hand. So as soon as he walked up, I put my hand out the window. He comes rolling up on me, and his partner's on the right side looking through the window. He got his hand on his gun. And this is Los Angeles, by the way, so these guys will have their hands on their guns all the time. And he was surprised that I had all my information. I had it sticking out the window. So without hesitation, he took it. And he says, you know why I was pulling you over? And I said, I have no idea why. He says, you were driving suspiciously. I was going 30 in a 35. Well, you were driving suspiciously. All right? Driving suspiciously. Okay. Do you have any weapons in the car? No. You got any drugs in the car? No. How long have you been out on parole? Oh, since 2009. Well, really? Oh, he got really excited when I said that. You know, naturally I'm screwing with this guy. I consider my parole as retiring from the military. I consider it a parole. It's kind of an inside joke with a lot of military guys, a lot of military friends of mine, but apparently he's probably not going to be too enthusiastic about it. So he says, keep your hands where I can see them. I said, I have them right on the steering wheel. So his partner stays on this side and he goes and runs my name. And he took about 10 minutes running my name. And my record is clean, naturally. There's nothing on it. I haven't been in any kind of trouble ever. Well, you know, I went to jail for a month for tickets. That was like 1995. So he comes back. And he says, I thought you said you were on parole. And I says, well, I'm on parole because I retired out of the military in 2009. I would consider that a parole, being in for over 20 years. And he says, why are you being a smartass? I said, because you pulled me over for a smartass reason. I said, I was driving 30 and a 35. My car is registered. My insurance is up to date. My driver's license is clean. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't drive under the influence of any kind. All the brake lights work in my car. I have my seatbelt on. And you're pulling me over because I look like a hipster tweaker. He says, well, don't cop an attitude. And I said, then arrest me. Arrest me. I got 3 lawyers, no problem. Why don't you arrest me? So he gives me back my information. Says, take this. He says, next time, don't give me a ration of shit. And I said, no. I said, officer, actually, you're giving me a ration of shit. I do not, unfortunately, because of the long hair, I fit the profile of a hipster tweaker that we have running around here. All these idiots driving around with cars, Priuses, with dead tags on them. You don't see me vaping, you don't see me doing anything other than driving. I'm 55 years old. I don't have time to be breaking the law anymore. I'm not 20. So the cop just says, well, have a good day, sir. I says, you too. When he walks away, gets in his car and drives away. This is the kind of attitude that we have in my little part of my town here in Los Angeles. Naturally, I drove away. I went and got my toast and my eggs and hash browns and all that other good shit. So it kind of sort of made my fucking day. I'm like, wow, you know, it's just, it's amazing. It's actually amazing that yet, you know, when I'm driving around, especially with cops sitting alongside me or behind me, car in front of me will have dead tags on it and with no brake lights, or a car next to me has, you know, dead tags. When he takes off, you can see the dead tags. The cop does nothing. So, you know, what the hell, cop? You know, you got nothing better else to do? So, I thought this would be an interesting video. I'm here now at my famous Troy Burgers to get my eggs and toast. So, screw you, cop. Screw you, and, you know, do your thing. And this is me signing off. Hua, hua.